Hello, painting friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving with massive feasts and fun with friends and family. I am in Portland, Oregon right now with my family, so if you hear some fun and laughter in the background, I snuck away for a few minutes just so that I could narrate this video for you. As you can see, today's painting is going to be these dolphin silhouettes. And it's really, really pretty easy. So we're going to lay down some white paint here. And I'm going to use my handy dandy little resin spreading tool here. For my acrylic paint, there is no resin in this. I've had you guys ask me that before. And then I'm going to start laying down my paint, the sapphire blue here, metallic cobalt blue, that's island blue, island green, and a little phthalo blue. Then I'm going to grab that spreading tool again. This is what it looks like. It's from Art Resin, and it works really good. I enjoy using it for smushing my paint around. Also, the teeth allows you to kind of keep a nice even layer of paint on your canvas, whatever you might be using. So once you have it the way you want it, you don't have to worry about it shifting so much because you've already removed a lot of the excess paint. So I'm just taking this through. I like to use this spreading tool as a swipe tool. If you prefer using, the wet paper towels or whatnot, that works good too. As you can see, I'm torching it here. There's no silicone in my mix. I rarely use silicone, but especially when I'm working on tiles. This here is a tile, and the silicone on a tile leaves a lot of bald spots. At this point, I'm just, you saw with a straw and a little tools to kind of spread the paint around, trying to get it just to have kind of this wispy movement look. And that tool I'm using there is kind of like a dotting tool, like people use for painting the mandalas. So you can find kits with like multiple sizes of dotting tools in it, but I find it really handy for working with fluid paints. So I've decided that this is where I'm going to leave this bit of the pour. I'm going to let this dry so that we can get ready to go in and add the dolphin silhouettes. So I just went and I Googled dolphin silhouette, printed a bunch of them up, cut them out on a heavy cardstock, and I have a really fine paintbrush here that I've dipped into one of the blues. That's your choice. This one was the metallic cobalt blue, and I'm outlining these dolphins. And then once we get the outline there, then we just paint around it. So, it's a little tedious, the filling in part, as you'll see here. I go in first with the metallic cobalt blue and start filling it in. And you have to go over it several times to get a nice, even looking coat of paint. So once I got this first layer down of the cobalt blue, I go back in and I start mixing the cobalt blue with the island blue and just going back in, filling it in over and over again. So there you see is the metallic cobalt blue, Artist Loft. And then the island blue, I think, is Anita's craft paint. Yeah. And so I just keep mixing those up, going over and over again, back in, around the edges of the dolphin, cleaning it up. I go in with white a few times too and touch up the dolphins when I kind of mess them up with the blue. And that's pretty much the gist of it. If you're going to work on tile like I do, I would advise be careful with the stiffness of your brush because you can pull the paint right back off. Also, you don't want to make the paint too watered down And I use the paint straight out of the tubes instead of my Floetrol mix when I go in and hand paint on them, because if it's too watered down or you have the Floetrol in it, it can make the layer of paint underneath bubble up, start to crinkle and peel, and we don't want that. Some of the different lines or thicknesses of the paint on a tile here also won't show once it's finished with a coat of resin, which I highly recommend if you're working on a tile, because the paint will very easily peel off a tile if you don't seal it in resin. So there you have it, you guys. If you've got some sort of good swipe technique, you could use virtually any set of colors and any type of silhouette to create lots of cool ideas and additions to your pours. I hope you like this. And I, again, hope that you had a fabulous holiday.